Good morning, lovelies. Zoe2.2 with some more Pokemon Go goodness for you, and today we are getting into a bit of a deeper dive in PvP. So yesterday's video, or this morning's video, or I don't know what time it is anymore, I'm making a lot of videos. We went into kind of like the overview for PvP through the announcement that I got early from Niantic. So again, thank you very much Niantic for the early little announcement and the screenshots that I was able to share with you guys. But today we're going to a bit of a deeper dive. There's a lot more news coming out to do with PvP, and this is coming through official media sources like IGN and things like that, so people actually got to play the unfinished build of PvP. A lot of questions you guys have been having like floating around through the comment sections and on Discord and all those kind of things. Hopefully we can clear up a few of those questions here, so let's jump into it. So first up, our source for all of this goodness is going to be Andrew Goldfarb. He is a writer for IGN and he got to play the PvP unfinished build. So keep in mind that the build that these guys did get to play was unfinished, meaning that certain things might change slightly before rollout, and the rollout and launch date has been speculated or kind of inferred that it could start as early as next week. This is what was told to Andrew, that it could be coming out as early as next week. So fingers crossed, that's crazy soon. So let's jump into this, but keep in mind guys, certain things might change slightly or might change entirely. So Lego. If you want to check out the basics as well, be sure to check out the first video from me before you watch this one. It'll kind of go over the groundwork for everything. So this is going to be building on top of everything that was discussed in that video there. So that one first, then come here. So first of all, it's great to have as well in here extra like screen recording footage and actual like I suppose camera footage of how the PvP battles work in the game. So first of all, with the charge attacks, it's really cool. We can actually see at the moment in this current build that tapping is how we're going to be using our quick attacks to challenge our opponents, and then those quick moves are going to be powering up our 2 charge moves. As was said in the previous video, we're going to have the chance to unlock a second charge move for our Pokemon. The cost and the candy cost and Stardust cost for unlocking that move is not 100% known just yet, but I mean, we could know as early as next week what those will be. As you can see in some of these clips, certain charge moves are charging up faster and others are charging up slower. An example, this one here with Infernape, charging up Flamethrower a lot faster than charging up Solar Beam. So this is going to play into strategy as well. Certain moves seem to charge up faster than others, which makes sense with, you know, the 1-bar or 2-bar charge moves that we've seen in raid battles and in gym battles. And this can greatly affect your strategy. If you really need, you know, if you're versing a Pokemon that might be super effective to the grass type move, it might take you a bit longer to charge up that Solar Beam. Or are you going to risk it and just use the Flamethrower move, even though it might not be as effective, but it's already ready and charged to go? So these things are going to factor into strategy and timing in PvP. Andrew also confirmed that dodging is not a component of battle. You're not going to be swiping to dodge your opponent's charge attacks, but you will have the opportunity to use a Protect Shield. So these shields are limited in the demo that they played. It appeared that they had 2 uses of this shield. However, again, this isn't a final build, and that could change to be more or less, most likely the same or more. I can't imagine it being only 1 Protect Shield for an entire battle, but who knows? This is something we're gonna find as we go. And also on the completion of battle, you will not need to use items to revive your Pokemon. No heals, no revives throughout battle, and no heals and no revives after battle either. So you can battle to your heart's content without having to, you know, worry about, oh god, I gotta go pick up 100 revives before I can compete in the tournament this weekend, or before I can just, you know, battle my mum. No need to worry about that. No need to heal up after battle, which is fantastic for resource management and fantastic for encouraging more healthy competition and battling as much as you can and as much as you want. At the moment as well, there is no limit by the looks of it on how many battles you can do per day. It seems that you can do an unlimited number of trainer battles every single day. However, your rewards will be limited to 3 rewards from friends and from local players or online players, and 1 set of rewards from training against the team leaders such as Candela, Spark and Blanche. So 1 set of rewards from the team leaders and 3 rewards from your friends or strangers if you're battling a stranger. Essentially, if you're battling another human, expect to get a cap of 3 rewards per day. So even if you're binging through and doing 300 battles per day, you're only going to be getting 3 sets of rewards. This is a great way to kind of counterbalance and put a cap on people just fully exploiting, essentially, getting crazy amounts of items and just battling themselves, battling alternate accounts, or kind of like misusing this system to grind up items. It is going to be capped for everyone, so even if you were just versing an alt account, there's no essential benefit to doing that. You might as well actually play legit and verse your friends online, so that you're actually leveling up your friendship for the day, which battling does. If you battle someone, you're going to be leveling up that friendship for the day, so you might as well put it towards a functional use of that battle. Battling against the team leaders as well will go towards your Ace Trainer badge. So as it's currently worded, you're getting the one reward per day from the leader battles, but I'm unsure about whether you can keep battling those leaders multiple times per day. Maybe you can battle them multiple times to only get one set of rewards, and assumably if you can battle them multiple times per day, you'd be earning multiple increments on your Ace Trainer badge. Again, it's one of those ones that's worded kind of like it might be that you can verse them multiple times per day. I would believe that you can. Again, we'll find out hopefully early next week. But that would also be a way to just kind of like plow through and work towards your Ace Trainer badge, so magic. Also announced in the IGN article is that Niantic confirmed that they're going to be adding a power-up preview, so that you will know if you're going to be powering up a Pokemon if it's going to go over the cap for a certain league. So say if you want to keep your Pokemon in the Great League and keep them under 1,500 CP, there's now going to be a little preview when we power up, so that you know, hey, I'm powering up this Pokemon that's really, really close to 1,500. Is it going to take me just over, or am I going to be scraping in just under, so I can have it perfectly maxed for this particular league, which is really good. This is really good user experience kind of design. We're not going to be going like, oh, well, do I risk powering it up? Like, what do I do? Like, this is ridiculous. We don't have to worry about that. There's going to be a preview, which is fantastic. They also confirmed that while the current weather in-game will be visible and will be seen on the battlefield when you are battling in PvP, that weather does not currently affect your Pokemon. So your Pokemon will not be weather boosted, and there won't be any effects, you know, like sunny day or things like that in the main series game where the weather affects the field or anything like that. So currently, weather has no effect except for visually you can see what it's like outside. In the kind of unanswered questions portion as well of the article, they do mention that the trainer battles are set to a 4-minute timer, but you can't actually see the 4-minute timer until the last 20 seconds of battle. So this is something that they said Niantic said to them was still in development and still being tweaked and worked on. So whether or not we'll be able to see the countdown timer and whether or not that will be the final amount of time, 4 minutes, in battles where they come out is yet to be seen. Interestingly as well, in this build we do see Andrew Golfer playing with Heatran, Regigigas, and with Smeargle. This is really cool just to see Pokemon that aren't out yet in the game, but they're clearly, you know, their models are made, their 3D renderings are done, and their attack animations and things are kind of sitting there ready to go at some point. So fingers crossed we will see these Pokemon roll out as well in the not too distant future. It is certainly exciting to see that, you know, at least they're there, they're being thought about, and how they're going to play into this is being factored in. So don't get your hopes up too high and think that this is going to be rolling out potentially next week with PvP. We have to wait and see. Smeargle could still be months away. We don't particularly know. My assumption and guess would be hoping that Smeargle isn't too far off. It has been quite a while, but hopefully with this new revamping in PvP and this foundation for player versus player trainer battles, Smeargle might get its chance to shine through these kind of battles. So fingers crossed it's not too far away. And at the end of this article here, I just want to read a little snippet as well that was included. So, most importantly, Niantic lead software engineer Rob Giusti and product manager Matt Slemon suggested that trainer battles are just the beginning of what the team wants to accomplish with a competitive mode. This is just the foundation, guys. The pair told us that more complex features may arrive in the future as the game continues to evolve, including, quote, more strategies to master, more ways to find competition, and more ways to win. So this is fantastic. They've pretty much said firmly, you know, this is the base, this is the foundation. Let's get in, let's enjoy it, let's just have an absolute blast. And as the weeks and the months roll on, they are working on new and exciting features to keep adding on to this and to keep this fresh and exciting for a long time to come. So this is excellent news. So jumping out of the IGN article and into Andrew's actual Twitter itself, there's a few things here to add as well. So Ditto and Shedinja will not be able to be used in battle. So Shedinja most likely being because it has 10 CP, it's kind of pointless at the moment without having its abilities. So again, hopefully abilities will be something that we see rolled out in the future, but at the moment it's not happening. And Ditto, I imagine, because you know the first thing we would all do is take in like a 3 stack of Ditto versus your 3 stack of Ditto and somehow just break the game, because Ditto's like, I can't transform into you're transforming and I'm transforming and what's happening? That would be, I'm sure, a really interesting bug to see, but yeah, at the moment Ditto is not currently available, so again we'll have to see how that plays out later on. And also confirmed is that the additional charge move that we unlock with Stardust and Candy is something that will be permanent after battles and things like that. So this is something that's going to be unlocked like maybe in your Pokemon menu itself. They're going to be moves that can be TM'd, so you can TM and re-roll those 2 separate moves, those 2 separate charge moves until you get the stack that you want. And it's going to be interesting to see how these moves play into gyms and raids. Having 2 charge attacks now for gyms and raids is pretty fantastic. You might not need now to, if a Pokemon has, you know, this is the one standard great quick attack, always use this one quick attack on this Pokemon, but you've got like a team of 2 separate charge type attacks. You can now combine them. You don't have to have a full side team of the same Pokemon with different, you know, charge type attacks. They can be one mega team with both charge type attacks, which is fantastic. This is way better for streamlining the gameplay. It's going to be amazing for sorting out your storage. If you're having an issue with having, you know, oh, I have to have so many Pokemon because I've got 6 for this move and 6 for this other move, combine, happy days. We can kind of like clean out those ones that we don't really need so much and focus on the double combo ones. This is going to be spicy. And lastly in this video, I want to talk about the SelfLeague Arena. This is going to be an officially run, and when I say officially, I mean it's not Niantic based, it is going to be a community officially run Pokemon League, like competitive Pokemon League. So from what I understand, it is the Silph Road team along with a whole bunch of creators, including, you know, Trainer Tips Nick. I'm not on the development side of this, so I'm not sure exactly the specifics for this. I just know that I'm excited for it, and I trust these guys wholeheartedly with what they're doing. This is going to be a trainer versus trainer international, like PvP league and comp with monthly themed cups, rankings and rewards, a leaderboard, a community run leaderboard, which is fantastic. There are going to be a whole myriad of ways to participate and to compete in these leagues. So for now, please head over to the link in the description. I'll put down in there. Silph.gg is where you need to go, but links in the description to follow the announcements for this one. So follow them on Twitter. Check out the link in the description. And also, if you haven't already made yourself a trainer profile on the Silph League, be sure to do so now, because all of your rankings will be tied to that trainer code, that trainer profile and trainer card. So make a fresh little one if you haven't made one yet. And if you have made one, make sure it's all up to date so you're kind of like spicy and ready to go. But this is going to be super exciting. I love that it's already so being so well thought out and well planned. It's not just kind of like a slap together, oh, let's, you know, league battles. This is looking schmick. The guys over at Silph really know what they're doing, and I'm really excited to try this out when it drops. Just quickly as well, I had a couple of people asking on the Discord if I think this will be rolled out to level 40 players first, this PvP feature, and I think so, yes. The same with every other major announcement and release. It generally rolls out to level 40 first, then down to 38, all the way down through the trainer levels until it's available to everyone. Generally within 24 to 48 hours, it is accessible to everyone. And the reason for this is pretty similar for most games like this. It's to manage bugs and manage the server load. If PvP drops for every single player all at once, that is going to be an insane stress on the servers and an insane, like if there is one little bug hiding in there, that is going to affect every single player. Whereas if it rolls out to a smaller percentage of players, even if there are a lot of level 40 players, it's still going to be smaller than the majority of all players. If there's bugs, they can work through it a lot quicker, a lot easier with a smaller sample size, and roll that out a lot smoother on the server side as well. So don't think that it's like, oh, unfair, why does level 40 get this? It's not about a fairness thing, it's about making sure that this is not going to break the game and that it's enjoyable for everyone. So again guys, it does roll out pretty fast. Like typically with raids and with other battle features, we've had like this the friends feature included, it rolled out pretty quick. Please be patient and just use that time without having, you know, PvP yourself to do some research, watch some videos, see what people have got, you know, maybe some live battles happening. I certainly will be going live the minute I know that it's happening for some PvP battles with other YouTubers. So drop in, see how it's functioning, and, you know, get that, you know, strategic edge by being able to plan in advance without just rushing in. So don't worry, it won't take too long to get to everyone. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any more questions, if there's something that I missed, leave it down in the comment section down below. I'm gonna keep getting into as much information as I physically can for this, keep exploring and figuring out what the go is for more and more and more as we keep, you know, learning with new announcements and new updates and things. So I'll keep you guys posted. Let me know if you have any questions. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.